So now I'm just tying in the chassis sidewall tub to the rear shock mounts, and then I can start thinking about what the top of the cage is going to look like. And I need to be careful here because I don't want any of these tubes to be pointing in a weird direction. I want them to land perfectly flat on that square tube so that they're as strong as they can be. There's not any weird coping, weird angles, and the welds can be perfect. So that little kick out down at there at the bottom to make room for the 4-link mounts ended up being kind of a challenge because I had to have some of the tubes going at strange angles, but it ended up being okay. So then the front windshield, I'm going to have 3 tubes tying the front windshield in. So there's that standard V shape that you see on a lot of cars, on a lot of trophy trucks, I should say. And then I have 2 other ones that tie the top corner of the top of the cage to the side wall tub. So I'm adding a radius here at the top, and then I have 2 additional arcs in 3D space that are going to tie everything in. And there's plenty of visibility, but this just makes that A-pillar 3 times stronger than a typical design, because rather than 1 A-pillar tube, I have 3 of them. And then I can just gusset everything in. And the top of the cage is a standard X shape, and so is the B pillar. The B pillar is a traditional flying W configuration, or maybe it's a flying V. And it's just that classic trophy truck cage style that you see where it's that big crazy X on the top of the cage that you look up from the inside of the cabin and it looks like you're just bomb proof. So now it's time to add the tubes for the main cabin part of the chassis. And this chassis design is almost done. I really like the way that this turned out. The traditional styling on the cage, as well as some other design motifs that I wanted to put in, and straight tubes wherever I could get away with it, and curved tubes where I needed them, made it really strong. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And so now this chassis design is done.